morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world. And welcome to another interview of the Shield Dude on a Couch. I'm your host, Hector, and today I'm joined by Sam Mortley. I've collaborated with him. He's a YouTuber, but he also has a band called Breather, and they're a band that is described as grunge with shoegaze, so grunge gazing. So first of all, Sam, how are you today?
Yeah, very good. Thank you. Feeling good. I just had a gig last night. So, yeah, feeling the buzz off the back of that.
Nice. Where did you guys play last night?
Just in Plymouth, a place called the Underground. Literally an underground venue. It's
That
in the
sounds cool
south,
as fuck.
yeah, southwest of England. But we plan to get further afield and try and get out of the West Country and play places like London and Birmingham, or the big cities.
No, yeah, and obviously, like for people who watch your channel and you collaborated also with me and the Green Man. Obviously, you love you love shoegaze, and it's
Yeah.
not amazing. Does it feel that you put out your EP the same day that Slow Dive put out their new album?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, it was a big coincidence. Yeah, it was not planned or anything. It's not like
Did
I
you
didn't
do it so Slow Dive would call you guys and say, "Hey guys,
yeah,
we're gonna tour,
I
open for us."
yeah, I wasn't on the phone to like Neil like, hey man, we're gonna release the same day. We
Yeah,
weren't. Yeah, well
let,
there it
let,
is. I bought it on Friday.
awesome. Yeah, I
Yeah.
reviewed it on the channel, and yeah, it would
I
be
got
like I could
I got the
imagine.
badge as well because this is like the HMV exclusive. I walked into my local HMV store, so I
Yeah,
did it like old school way, and
we don't have HMB in Puerto Rico, so
yeah,
but
it
I
came with like a
wanted to.
badge. Like you could put this on your like your battle jacket or something.
Yeah, you can put it on, and yeah, you have that on. So yeah, you released the Breather EP, which is 5 songs. It's like
Yep.
15 to 16 minutes. I've been listening to it.
The
Yeah, it
track
has We
list
Know
with the
Part
five.
One, We Know Part Two, Unknown, What Are You Saying, and Wrong. And I've been listening to this EP this weekend a lot. And
Oh,
it's just good that there's so much like yeah, it's my cup of tea of music. Like
mm.
and I like that you describe it as grunge gazing because yeah, it has that. It does have a lot of grunge to it. It has because I know you love My Bloody Valentine. Yeah, because there's songs with distortions on it,
Mm.
and but you also have the melody and the shoegaze to it. So yeah, I think it describes the band. So tell me a little bit about how the band got together.
So we started in January of this year. So we're quite young, really. We haven't been around for very long. Um, so only about 7 or 8 months.
9 months
And
now. Yeah.
yeah, nine. Yeah. And then well, we had a different drummer to start with. It was me and the drummer who started it, and then he left, unfortunately, due to some kind of circumstances where he couldn't really carry on. Like he had a child, so that didn't really help anything.
Yeah, that changes things.
Yeah, that's the death of many a band. The
Yeah.
the baby.
Or
And
Yoko Ono.
yeah, Yoko Ono, yeah. Yeah. Well, there's no John Lennon in this band, I don't think. But
Yeah,
yeah,
well,
anyway,
you be your own thing. So yeah,
yeah.
you guys got together now. So yeah, it's a new band. But I'm sure you played in other bands. So when you were deciding on the sound of the band, was everyone on the same page, like have like a grunge shoegaze type of sound?
I would say I think Josh Jones came in, who is he's like primarily the leader, who kind of he books gigs for us, and he like gets in touch with booking agents, and he gets on with like trying to get in contact with people to do like artwork and video production. He's very much the driving force, Josh Jones, and he is the other guitarist in the band. And he comes from more of a post-hardcore You know, like the emo kind of stuff, like
Oh,
screamo, metal.
yeah, I
Yeah,
know that shit.
he's a bit more hardcore, metalcore, that kind of thing. You know. Um, so yeah, it's interesting mix. I think that's where we get the heaviness from, and that helps counter my more ethereal, lightweight kind of playing.
Yeah,
You know.
it reminds me a little bit of like Narrowhead, because
Mm.
Narrowhead has like that grunge, like that hard stuff with the more dreamy stuff. Only you guys are British.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah,
Somebody did compare us to Narrowhead. Yeah, that has come around on like a YouTube comment. But I would also say nothing is in there as well. You know, you think about Guilty of
yeah.
Everything, the band Nothing from Philadelphia.
Oh yeah, no,
So
I love that band.
yeah, and you know, Hum and Swerve Driver. I was wearing a Swerve Driver T-shirt at the gig yesterday. So yeah, definitely. You know, look at Mezcal Head and Rays, the old Swerve Driver albums, and they're British. So I guess we're the offspring of Swerve Driver, maybe.
The offspring of Swerve Driver. Yeah, yeah, that's a great band. I discovered them actually, I think this year. I never heard of them. I was like, why did I never listen to this band in the 90s? I didn't know them because I did know the Hums and
Mm.
all those other bands. But yeah,
Yeah, because
so the EP.
you checked out, didn't you? Sorry, you checked out the "I Wasn't Born to Lose You" album. You really liked that, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I checked. You told me to listen to it, and I checked it, and yeah, great,
Mm.
great stuff. So yeah, so so show the artwork for the EP that you have, because I think you have the artwork that you're using for the EP, which is that's for the EP or that's for the shirts.
It's EP and the shirts.
Yeah,
And I
it looks
think,
cool.
but on YouTube though, we have this though. I
Yeah,
think,
on YouTube. Yeah, on YouTube and on the streaming services, you see that you see obviously
yeah,
the lungs and it's purple. Makes sense because the band name is Breather.
yeah. I think what happened was this was going to be for the singles, and then for the whole EP, we decided on a new design. And this is more of a it's like a combination of a butterfly and lungs. Because
Yeah,
you
it
get
looks, yeah.
there's like cocoon stuff as well. Look, like yeah, so that's the butterfly kind of thing going on.
No, it looks really
Yeah.
cool. So so you formed this year. So when did you record these songs?
Well, it was actually at Josh's house. A very simple setup. No studio required. Well, actually, I think we did some. Scott did some vocals at some local studio, but it was quite an amateur kind of place. And then we decided to leave it because Josh wasn't happy with the results. So then we completed the rest of it at Josh's house on I think it's Pro Tools, or was it
Yeah. Oh, good.
Logic? It,
I
it
thought
was
you were
one of
gonna.
these DAWs, one of them.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna give his address. It's like, dude, do not give, do not give his address. Like everyone will
No.
be like, "Hey, you're the guy that did the album, the Breather album."
Mm.
Like,
But yeah, yeah. I mean, well, Josh is the most experienced guy, really, because he actually performed at Download. His former band actually got to a stage on Download, albeit it was one of the smaller ones. But still, playing at
hey, he
Download
still
is
played
a
at Download.
yeah. So it's still a big accomplishment.
Yeah, of course it is. So yeah,
Yeah.
so the EP has 5 tracks. So let's start with "We Know" Part One. What can you tell us about that track?
Well, I think I came up with those unison bends. You know that those screaming emotional bends that I do is like unison where I'm playing I'm playing the octave on the lower string, and then I'm bending up to hit the octave on the string above. You know, so that's something that's well, that most guitarists do, really, isn't it? But it was quite I suppose you could say the Pixies do that a lot, don't they? And yeah,
Yeah, a
do
lot of
like I
bands.
do like playing like that. Yeah, and I think Josh came up with the chords. I think the chords are really nice. He's got this kind of chugging, like muted kind of rhythm going on. You know, where he's like muting the chord, like by lifting off gently, and
Yeah,
He's got a
and the
real
vocals are the
percussive.
vocals are very good. You know, they're kind of like they're not like super aggressive, but they're like ethereal, but without being whiny. It has like that good balance, I would say.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, I agree. Yeah, yeah, I think Scott's got a unique tone to his voice. It's definitely kind of
Yes.
a unique tone.
And it's interesting because
Yeah.
like we know you divided the songs in two because obviously we know part two is like a continuation of the song. It has a little bit of difference in sound, but was that intentional or did you write like a long song and then you say let's divide it in two?
Yeah, what you just said then, the latter. So it was we decided to split it into. I think Josh mostly had a hand in deciding that. I was a bit like bemused really. I thought we might as well just make it one whole track. But I think Josh was thinking because it's quite a short attention span generation that we live in at the moment. We thought if it ends up in the playlist, then people will want shorter songs. You know, like the whole
Probably, yeah.
it's the whole TikTok debate, isn't it? Where people only listen to like 3 minutes and that's it. So we don't want to make anything too long. So yeah, I guess prog rock is dead. It must be dead these days with TikTok about.
Yeah, not for me. I still listen to it, but yeah.
That's good. Yeah,
But if you
all the
think
power to
about
you.
it, prog rock has gotten shorter songs. For example, there's a band called Soen that just released an album this Friday, and the songs are not longer than 4 minutes, and they have a progressive tendency to them. So yeah, even prog rock has gotten shorter. So there you go.
Well, I guess they can do it, can't they? If they just, as long as they feature time signature changes,
Yeah,
and quirky kind of things, then they can still condense it into a smaller song.
yeah, they can. So
Yeah.
we know part two. What is the main difference from that one to the first one? You would say like,
Mm.
is it the same themes or
Oh,
is there a change in that?
yeah. That it starts differently with the boom boom boom. Do this little call and response bit where it goes boom boom boom, and that's Josh, and then I go dee 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 dee, and then we harmonize. We're both going boom boom boom, and it's really good. And I think with the harmonizing, it makes it build up in its aggressiveness, and then it leads to that the chugging part where it's boom 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 boom, the moment of tension, and then it releases and I'm back into the bends again. So it's I like it. It's got a build up to it, and then people can rock out when the bends start coming again.
Oh
And
yeah, totally.
yeah, because I go heavy on the wah pedal, especially live. The wah pedal really makes it aggressive.
Did you channel your inner Kirk Hammett?
Yeah, yeah. Kirk Wamet. Kirk Wamet. Yeah,
You,
I liked that Rick Beato interview he did. I
oh
watched that.
yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that too. And it was so funny when he was talking about the wah pedals, and you could see that the glimmer in his
yeah.
eyes, like he
Whoa.
really loves them. He,
Yeah.
which I thought was like, yeah, he had to talk about the wah pedal. So yeah, no, I like when your band does the distortion on the songs because it gives it like that extra oomph, like because
Mm,
I like shoegaze like slow dive, but sometimes I like grunge too. So I like it
mm,
where the aggression comes in. It gives it
mm.
a good balance, like I said.
Yeah, and it's good for creating energy at live shows. So I don't think the other bands want to. They don't want a sedate crowd. Really, we want to get people going.
Oh yeah, you don't want to.
Yeah,
I actually went to a concert this weekend in Puerto Rico, but it was totally different music, like pop punk show. But yeah, it was
yeah,
totally fun. And
yeah.
yeah, so
Yeah, they're fun shows, aren't they? They're fun.
yeah, fun shows. But I saw something on that show that was I saw there was this girl who had a emotional support animal, a dog, and I'm like, wow, because rock music usually hurts their ears,
Yeah.
and it was a Great Bernard. And then the place
Wow.
got packed. I'm like, where is she gonna put the dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I asked her like, is the dog? Does the music bother him? She said like no, and she looked pissed that I asked her a question. So I left her.
Yeah. But that's cool. It just shows you that the diversity. It's meant for everybody, isn't it? Music.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. So you tell
rock
did you have
music
a
in
dog at your
particular.
show?
Well, we could do. I mean, lots of us have pets, so maybe that's an idea. And they could be like a mascot, like Eddie from Iron Maiden or something.
That would be like an undead dog. So
Yeah, some zombie dog or something.
zombie dog. So the first track on the
Yeah.
EP is called Unknown. Tell me a little bit about that track.
So yeah, I think Unknown is probably the most shoegaze of the songs. I
Yeah, that
think
one.
because I bring a lot of the shimmer reverb to the guitar. Lots of Electronic Hall of Fame. If you know that pedal, it's that red pedal which is very popular. Yeah, the Hall of Fame it's called,
Mhm.
and it's got a shimmer mode on it which is incredible. And I think we just based it around that. I started doing that. I started doing the shimmer reverb, and then the rest of the guys wrote the song around that. And it's one of the more chill out tracks in our set
Yeah,
list. But
yeah,
we do
and
have, we
it goes
do we,
in the middle.
yeah. Oh yeah, there is that when it goes to the C sharp to E. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and it's good because it's in the middle of the EP, so it's like a good like transition to the last two songs, which are a little bit,
Oh yeah.
especially "What Are You Saying?" I think is one of like the most aggressive songs
Hmm.
on the EP, and actually that's the one that you
Well,
chose as a single. Why did you chose that one as a single?
I think because it was just that hits you in the face. It's there straight away. I think we describe it as our song two by Blur. We didn't really put much thought into the song. We just kind of rocked it out, and
But you
you
don't
know,
go. "Woo!"
but we don't go woohoo. But it's close to that. You know, it's the whole Pixies quiet to high
No, if you
dynamics.
would have done the woohoo, you would have gotten like an email from
Copyright.
Damon, like, "Hey, dude, we're suing you."
Yeah. But I
Yeah.
mean, to be honest, though, the Pixies and Nirvana and people could do that to Blur, couldn't they, for that song? So
Oh,
it works. It works both ways.
yeah. If we're talking about people being sued by bands, like Greta Van Fleet would be sued by Led Zeppelin a long time ago.
Yeah, just 1 second of their music, and you can tell it's they're ripping them
Oh
off.
yeah, but don't tell that to I dare say that on YouTube, and people call me so many things like, "How dare you? They have a different sound." I'm like, "No, they don't."
I think they have got better in the
Yeah, they
recent
got
songs,
better
more
in the last
original. I mean,
releases. The last album, yeah, it's better.
yeah,
I think
but
they've
it
gotten
was
more.
like Highway Tune was where whoa, that was when people were like,
Oh
wow,
yeah, the first ones
these
was
guys are
just
Zepp. Yeah.
clearly cut and paste. So yeah. So what are you saying is that track that I'm guessing that would be a good or like opener to play a show or a good closer.
Well, I think
Oh,
ironically
let me.
we put it about halfway through. Actually, it was
Ah,
no, we start with We Know. We start with We Know
part
all the
one. Yeah,
time
makes sense.
because I think I don't know why we started We Know. Really, I just think it's dynamic. You know, it's lots of different tones, and we kind of it's a good introduction because it shows that we're not basic. It shows that we got some more complex songwriting, I guess.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But
and
we've got some tunes that we're playing live that are ready to be recorded for the album,
I see
and that
because I see "Lie to Yourself" and "Rectify." So
yeah,
uh,
rectify.
yeah, that's a cool album title. So the EP finishes with "Wrong," and what can you tell me about "Wrong"?
Well, you're not wrong. The fact it's a good song. You're not wrong about that.
Yeah,
Ba-bum.
yeah, it's a cool song. Yeah,
Some jokes.
yes.
But I think that's the one we're most proud of with the two singles. I think Wrong shows a bit more because we have a bridge in the song, don't we? Where it
Hmm.
slows down on that D chord, and it's a bit of like a slow headbanging moment where it goes dun 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 dun, dun, you know, and da 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 da. Like Scott's vocals are soaring on the bridge part, and then yeah, it's really good. I think we got this. I got this arpeggiated kind of stuff in the verses, but I'm going like diddly diddly diddly, like with the
I
plexi.
love it that you're doing the vocal sounds so people.
Yeah. But yeah, I think in the verses I'm kind of doing that intricate kind of picking. So I'm doing like arpeggiated, like up and down the strings like that when I'm like with the chords, and then I'm like it's just basically G to D, but I'm like playing it in an unusual way, higher up the neck, and it creates a unique sound. And then I've got that really. I think I've got that. I came up with that hook on the chorus where it goes. Do, 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 do. I got that really high bend going on the B. I like the high bend I did. I use a pitch shifter. It's not the Digitech Whammy. It's a Boss pitch shifter.
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
Yeah,
So
but
yeah, no, it's a great EP closer. So obviously you're working on like a material for a full length. What can you tell us what to expect for Breather in the next few months?
yeah, lots of good things. Hopefully, I think Josh has plans for us to release Rectify as a standalone single. That'd be like it will be on the album, but we're going to release Rectify as a single first.
And
I,
what can you tell us about Rectify? Well, I haven't
well,
heard that one. So what's the sound of that one?
yeah, it's a bit more like what are you saying? It's a bit more. It's aggressive. It's got these big bends going on, like Weezer, like Say It Ain't So. It's a bit like Weezer with comes in with these chords and there's a bend in the middle. Yeah, and I think it's got some good lyrics as well. Good rhythm. I got like phasers and stuff in the verses. A nice kind of phase sound going on when I'm playing the power chords. And
Awesome. Yeah.
I think we're gonna shoot a video with it. I think we're gonna do a video.
Are you
That's
are
what.
you gonna do like a performance video or like you playing or do you have
Um,
like something else in mind?
I think we're gonna do a mixture. So like some of our videos will be us, and then we'll do like another one that's more like arts visualizer. With all the blurriness going on. And then we're even thinking about doing like an old school '90s video, like what Narrowhead do, where it's like an old school camcorder from the '90s, like
Oh yeah,
but
those are yeah.
yeah, the,
I
with
also
the
interviewed this
lines and
band
all that.
from New York that plays. They're called Plight, and they did like a
Yeah,
music video where it's like something like that. Really cool. So I'm
yeah,
gonna show the band's page for people who want to know more about the band. Here you have the singles. Uh, you have reviews. You can get to the band's social media and even old school mailing list. People remember those?
wow.
where you could get like information from the band and yeah, you if there's shows you put it here. So yeah, is this yeah so talking like we can talk about shows like here we have September 30th. You're gonna there's gonna be a Carrier EP release party and you guys are playing there. Cool.
Yeah, but I think Josh needs to update this because we do have 2 gigs before this.
Okay, then Josh needs to get on that. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, so no, you got those upcoming gigs, and you're working on a full length. When can we expect the full length? I'm guessing for next year, right? Because we're
N-
almost
n-
like we're
yeah,
almost
next
done this
year.
year. So
Yeah.
yeah, you just give them now the breather EP. It's like a teaser, like a
It's
foreplay.
it's just a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, I saw what you what you
You see what
what
I
you did
did
there.
there?
So are you gonna call your fans the breeders? Oh my God, no, that's a band.
No, no, we're gonna call them the life. We're gonna call them the life support,
The live support. Okay,
the
yeah.
life
Well,
support machine.
that's a good one,
Yeah,
man. Because if the
because
so
they are
yeah,
supporting us as well. So it's a good pun.
no,
They
no,
are
it is.
supporting. Yeah, and then
So
and then
yeah,
when the crowd disappear, we should play through the PA this beep because that's the end of life. Like beep, like the pull the plug idea. Like
or
beep.
hey, maybe I'm giving you guys an idea here. Maybe you could start the album with the sound of someone like dying, but then comes alive, and then
Yeah.
the music starts. That would be a great fucking intro, my
Yeah,
friend.
yeah, yeah.
See, I'm giving
Wow.
you advice without
You are.
you don't need to pay me. I'm like, that would be a great album opener. Like you get the
Yeah.
beep, and then you got
Yeah, cheers,
like a
bro.
sound, and then like a guitar starts.
Loving the
Hey,
ideas, yeah.
I can be an album producer. I could be like
Yeah.
Rick Rubin. I
You
would,
could you could be our international manager who books shows for us in Puerto Rico.
yeah. And
Yeah,
you know that,
when we do the Caribbean tour.
yeah. There's a few shoegaze bands here. I interview. There's a few shoegaze bands here in Puerto Rico.
Unreal. Unreal.
Unreal, yeah, Unreal. And there's another one called Sueño con Belugas. I Dream of Belugas.
I
And the same
don't know
guitar
them.
player is on that band. So yeah, yeah, Unreal,
Nice.
yeah, great bands. So yeah.
Yeah, because I
So, but
watched
yeah,
the
I could be like
episode.
I could be like the Rick Rubin like I would come in, I would listen to the songs. I'm like, work on that more. Then I would go on a trip, and after the trip, I would come back and listen to it. I'm like, yeah, okay, I say that I produced it because basically that's what he fucking does.
Yeah. And then when we record an album in Puerto Rico, it could be like we change style and play Latin shoegaze.
Yeah.
Santana kind of shoegaze.
Oh, that would be interesting. Uh, it would be different. So yeah, I would recommend the Breather EP is out now if you want to stream it everywhere. I would recommend it to people who like shoegaze, but also who like grunge. It's 15 minutes. So I think everyone can spare 15 minutes. You can listen to it while you go out in your car and go get coffee. Like like if you and I'm telling you, I've had this EP. I've listened to it quite a few times over the weekend. So yeah, I really enjoy it. So I can't
Thank
wait to
you.
see what the full length would have in store. Like
Yeah.
I'm sure you're gonna. What's that?
This is the t-shirt design.
Oh yeah. Oh, it says he's shutting down, man.
Oh, I just got there in time. I just showed you in time, luckily.
Yes, you showed me in time the T-shirt design. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
that's a cool. I actually I would wear that T-shirt for the show. If you guys send me, I'll wear it for videos. Like I don't mind wearing them, and so people can find out more about the band. So I'll put
Mm.
the link for your guys page so people can enter there and listen to the songs. And if you wanna buy some merch too, it will be there. I know that right now the EP is out digitally, but do you have plans like to release it
Mm.
physically in the future, maybe with the full length?
Yeah, I think when we get some more money from the gigs, then we plan
Important.
to, yeah, because we don't have a record label to distribute anything. We
I know it's all
are,
DIY, do it yourself.
yeah, I mean, there is like Shore Dive Records and Sonic Cathedral. Like, there are specialist shoegaze kind of labels that still do it the old way in the UK. But at the moment, we are pure DIY.
Yeah.
But if we can
So
get if we can get a label, we are considering it. So
of
if
course, of
yeah,
course, that would be good. So before
yeah.
I let you go, Sam, I know because we talked before about like what shows have you been to lately, and whose autograph have you gotten? Because if you see his channel, like you got like autograph from
Yeah.
everywhere. Like you know where they're gonna be. I'm like, hey, sign my thing.
Yeah, if I turn the screen around, you can see all my signed CDs on the wall. There's
Oh
like
yeah,
Slow Dive Ride, Adorable. Yeah, I got Lush ones as well. Mickey Berenyi, she's signed a lot from Lush.
no, yeah,
Uh,
that's awesome that you
and
get to.
Swerve Driver did as well.
Oh yeah, and that would be a bad
And
like
they're all really nice guys. The whole shoegaze scene, they're like everybody's just so down to earth and ready to say hello. Like
yeah, this it's a type of
there's
music
no
that
big rock star ego going on.
no, you can tell that it's not that type of like seeing
Yeah,
and
it's
yeah,
not like bodyguards walking around and stuff.
no, yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
glad that I can get to talk about shoegaze on this channel too, because I love shoegaze. And it was when I saw that you put out the EP, I'm like, I need to get you on the couch, man.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. It's good to be on your couch,
Yeah.
virtually.
Yeah, well, yeah, virtually, yes, yes,
Virtually.
yes, yeah,
So son of my own bed today.
yeah, yes, virtually, man, yeah, but yeah. So people, if you wanna listen to Breather, I'll put the link so you all can
Yeah.
listen to the
Thank you.
music and support newer bands. And I would recommend it to everyone who likes all those shoegaze bands. If you like My Bloody Valentine, if you like also Narrowhead, Nothing, Swear Driver, you will enjoy this. So people, until next time, this is Hector, the Shield on a Couch with Sam,
Yeah.
and I'll
Thank
see you
you. Peace
next
out.
time here on the couch. Thank you
Yeah.
and good night.